Hey everyone, this is Matt Lazaro here with Lazaro Nutrition, and just making a little short video on one of the topics that was brought up at my nutrition workshop recently. The topic was about fad diets and kind of the role that they play in making decisions when it comes to going grocery shopping. And so there's some complications, especially even if you're following something that has a structured approach or what I would more refer to it as kind of like a food restrictive type of diet. And are these diets necessarily wrong? No, no, that's not what we're talking about here. But can there be some complications when you're going grocery shopping? Absolutely. And some examples of some of the diets I'm referring to are going to be like the Atkins diet, the paleo diet, vegan diet, vegetarianism. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Like I said, doesn't make any of them wrong. Is why we're not discussing that right now. But what we are addressing is some of the complications that people run into when going grocery shopping. So here's the most common one. You're buying different types of foods, especially that fit within the parameters of what you're looking for. But so here's the thing. When you are buying actual food, that's one thing. But when you're buying food-like products that are still boxed up, and you have to look at the labels to figure out if it's friendly to that type of diet. So an example of a food alternative would be like ice cream. Well, I mean, there's vegan ice cream now. There's paleo ice cream. There's all sorts of different types of ice creams that are friendly to these types of diets, but doesn't make it cohesive with what you're trying to do with your diet. Well, maybe, maybe not. It depends. So just because it's a friendly towards that type of eating style doesn't necessarily mean you should consume it all of the time. Still, one of the problems that you run into is that it condenses calories. And calories, yes, they still matter, but they're not the only thing that matters. But if you're eating certain types of foods that have condensed forms of calories and you're not feeling satisfied, you can still easily overeat. And it happens time and time and again. So be careful when you're going grocery shopping. And one of the last things I always tell people, hey, if you're following some type of lifestyle diet, fad diet, whatever it is, something that has to do with restricting certain types of foods and promoting others, really understand why you're doing it. Because one of the common things that I see is, hey, it's gluten free, I can eat it. Well, if you ate gluten free pizza every day, I'm pretty sure that you would not really be able to reach your goals as quickly as a person that is really doing things correctly. So if there's any questions, the main thing that I always tell people is there's no such thing as a perfect diet. There are only ways of being able to figure out what works best for you. And so if you want to learn more about some of the foods that I actually like to have and I like to promote for my clientele, shoot me a message. I'll give you a food list for free today. And if there's any questions about anything I brought up today, shoot me a message. All right. Other than that, enjoy your day.